got some money for me, boy? I've seen your name in our ledger.
Hello, this is Chris Pratt from Eurogamer, and let's talk about what we've learned while watching the latest trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, aside from it being very, very beautiful, that is. I mean, look at it. Anyway, the second trailer puts a focus quite firmly on the game's narrative. We didn't see much in terms of gameplay this time around, but we did learn a thing or two about the story. Starting with number one, yes, it is indeed a prequel to Red Dead Redemption. We felt pretty confident about this one for a while now after recognizing some familiar faces in the game's cover art, but just in case there was any doubt whatsoever, this trailer makes it abundantly clear that Red Dead Redemption 2 will tell the story of Dutch's gang, led by one of the main antagonists of the first game, Dutch van der Linde. And if you play that first game, you'll probably know a couple of reasons why it wouldn't make sense for this storyline to be set after that one. He actually gets a very brief cameo in the trailer too, does Dutch. Here you go.
Do you have my back? Always, Dutch.
Number two, we're also introduced to the game's playable character, Arthur Morgan. He's part of the van der Linde gang at this stage, just like John Marston, and by the sounds of this trailer, has a significantly different outlook on life than that man.
Where's our money?
While the Marston we know from the first game is someone that's done, well, some pretty awful stuff, but hopes to change, Morgan really doesn't seem to be facing any kind of moral crisis. In fact, there doesn't appear to be a whole lot of redemption going on this time around. He's younger and a fair bit more sprightly than our pal John, and although you wouldn't describe him as a young man, he's not yet having to deal with the fact that he's past his prime, it seems. Also, his face isn't covered in battle scars from the very get-go, which is probably a good sign that he's in better shape than the previous Red Dead lead. One thing though, I don't remember hearing a whole lot about this character in the first game, which doesn't bode particularly well for his chances of survival here. Yeah, sorry about that, Arthur.
You're a wanted man, Mr. Morgan.
Number three, John Marston doesn't make a showing in this trailer, as far as we're aware anyway. I've already seen people speculating online about the shape of this guy's nose and eyebrows, although I'm not sure I quite see it. But yeah, we do expect to see Marston at some point in Red Dead Redemption 2. He was a key part of Dutch's gang, we know that, and he is on the cover art. At this stage, we're not expecting him to be a playable character, which I'll admit will take some getting used to, but we're hoping he will make a showing at some point throughout the game, and that'll be interesting because we only knew the John Marston who wanted to find redemption. At this stage in his life, he was likely an altogether different kind of cowboy.
You cheered me up, partner. I like a good joke.
Number four, anyway, back to what we do know. We do know that you can dual-wield revolvers in this game, as shown in this very brief clip from today's trailer. This was notably absent from the first game, and let's be honest here, it's a key part of the Western fantasy. I know people like to talk about it being inaccurate or unrealistic, but tell that to Wild Bill Hickok. Someone's now going to explain that Wild Bill probably didn't use two revolvers. But you know what, he did in Deadwood, and it looked really cool, and that's the most important thing.
Or face the consequences.
Number five, hunting looks to once again have a big role to play in Red Dead Redemption. The first game famously had you running around the Wild West killing deer and bears and buffalo and, well, an alarming number of different animal types, actually, as you then skinned them and sold whatever you acquired when next in town. That looks to be something we'll be doing again in Red Dead Redemption 2, and would you look at that, Morgan will be able to use a bow and arrow this time as he systematically tears apart the local food chain. I wonder if that means you can do stealth kills, possibly. There also looks to be some new animal types we'll be wanting to skin, including an alligator. Yeah, wow. I'm not going to take a bow and arrow to that fight, I can tell you. I think that one will be dynamite. Thanks very much. Number six, no self-respecting Western game hits shelves without being able to offer players at least one high-stakes train robbery. This one right here looks to be part of the core storyline, but perhaps there'll be an option here to broaden the way in which we interact with trains in Redemption 2, which is to say, you know, not just leave people on the tracks in front of them and watch them get run over. Oh, come on, like I'm the only one that ever did that. Number seven, speaking of robberies, we're thinking Red Dead 2 is going to offer more in the way of heists. This shot of a man being forced at gunpoint into a room full of strongboxes looks to support that idea, and yeah, heists were just a very, very popular feature in Grand Theft Auto 5. It would be great to see more of that this time around. If we take a look at the official trailer description, it reads, "The all-new trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2, the story of outlaw Arthur Morgan and the van der Linde gang as they rob, fight, and steal their way across the vast and rugged heart of America in order to survive." That one might be a bit of a stretch, but yeah, I don't think anyone would be too disappointed to see it. Number 8, the environments look more varied this time around. You can see the characters riding through all sorts of different places, including deep snow here, which is new. Snow was more of a piecemeal set dressing in the first game. This one seems to be a proper different biome. And then there's the swamp. Look at that, characters wading through a swamp without immediately dying. It's good to know that in the prequel at least, people weren't completely averse to water. Number 9, and finally, number 9 in this list video. Right, yes, okay. Games journalism at its finest here. Number 9. The horse at the start of the trailer appears to have a working physics system on its bits, which is to say, the horse's testicles wobble as he's walking along. Rockstar's always been about the details, and it's a real pleasure to be the one to share that with you. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Let us know if you spotted anything else in today's trailer in the comments section, and yeah, or just, talk about horse balls, which I imagine you've already done. Thank you very much for watching this list feature, and yes, Red Dead Redemption 2, it's out next year. Good. Sorry, it's not on PC yet. Hopefully that gets announced. Good. We'll see you. Horse balls. Really? That's how I'm going to end this? We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
One of these fools that I trust.
Where's our money?
Do you have my bag?
Always, Dutch.